Hello, and welcome to the Week 4 update for the Merchants of Me. Today is December 11th. This week we had 19 commits from 4 different contributors, which brings our lifetime commits to 62 from 6 different contributors, and we just wrapped up Week 4 of 18. In terms of contributions this week, we had Randy come in and prevent the player from moving when they press the X button on the board card, which saves the player an extra turn. He also included the auto-wrapping text on the board card so it doesn't go off of the card, and he also did some minor tweaks to the action point and money system to the game HUD. Tafaz came in and added our main menu music. We'll see that here in just a little bit. Gabriel came in and had our merchant screen display when the merchant entered the castle, and then that was repurposed to when the player presses on the castle. And then he also assisted me with the resources spawning from the event cards. And then I finished up that spawning through those event cards, and then had the items removed from their inventory. I added to that system a little bit once the player reaches the castle and they're carrying an objective item. And then also had the objectives 1, 2-1, 2-2, and 2-3 all update their GUI as well as the game objectives. So now we can get from the start to the end and reach a victory screen. I also added a couple of sound effects for the token movement and the button click. I think we'll hear that in just a little bit. And then added the resource of tea. So let's jump on over to the demo here. First, I wanted to take a look at Tafaz's main menu music, so we'll hear that. So it's really cool, and it captures the medieval vibe that we were going for. So let's maximize this here, and we will do our new game. So we have a ton more resources scattered around the board. We just increased the percentage with which they appear. So let's see here. We have our current objective being tea. So that is what these little flowers are. We can go and pick that up, and you can hear that sound effect in our inventory when we move, as well as when we pick something up. So now we have tea in our inventory, so let's go to the castle. We need to collect 1 tea right now, and currently our secondary objectives are locked. So once we, accidentally clicked on the castle. So once you click on the castle, you have Gabriel's menu here of buying a merchant, and you can cancel out of this menu. So if we press beyond that, we passed through the castle, it automatically removes the tea from our inventory. Because we went from 1 to 0 on our objective, it goes to first objective complete, and then it unlocks the secondary objectives that we have over here. So now we need to have wheat and gold and salt. So let's pass through here, and we're currently carrying wheat, so we should see that 2 go down to 1. So let's go down to the salt. There we go. So we just picked up our salt. That dropped down to 1. Let's go get some gold as well. And then we will return to the castle. If we aim just a little higher. There we go. So now those two all drop down to 1. We're at 0 action points, so let's go ahead and end our turn here. And we can see the board plays their action card. There we go, and everything fits into the card. Thank you for that, Randy. And now we're back to the player turn, so let's go drop this wheat off. So now item 1 is done. Let's go pick up a salt. And let's go get a gold. And now we can come right up here. And now item 2 and 3 are done. And if we look in our log here, the player wins and then advance to the victory screen. So it's not entirely hooked up right now, but now we can get from the start of the game to the end of the game all in one piece. So that is a look at the game. Now let's take a look at our Trello board real quick. We have a couple of items that we need to wrap up here in week 4. We'll probably slide that through out the rest of the week. We still need a little bit of assistance in our audio department. If anybody wants to jump in and take a shot at those, we have some sound effects as well as music. We have some functionality that we will be needing to add for the end screen, for the both win condition and the loss condition, as well as getting multiple merchants to navigate through the field. It's easy right now because the merchants can travel as far as they want in one click. Ideally, I think we're going to scale that down to 1 tile per action, I guess, as well as trying to spread out the number of resources that the players have. So there's lots of tuning involved and lots of programming involved if anybody would like to jump in. So that is our weekly update for the Merchants of Me.